Hi, Kamoya Benjamin here. I am a creative communicator and I express those gifts as a coach, as a speaker, as a trainer on the areas of purpose and leadership. I'm excited that you're joining me here today for day 20 of the 21 days of purpose and leadership. Woo! Pumped! It's been a journey and we draw the curtains tomorrow on day 21. And I want to appreciate all of you that have walked with me through the journey. I'm so excited that I could serve you, that I could come into your personal space every day from 9 a.m. for 30 minutes. You've allowed me to serve you. For those of you who've been watching me offline, I really appreciate all the time that you've taken to follow with us through this journey. And guess what? I'm getting comments from most of you that are saying, this stuff is so amazing. The things that you're speaking to me are the things that I'm feeling so strongly to deal with in the season of my life at this time. Some of you told me that, hey, the things that you said the other day, that's the thing I was thinking about. That's the thing I was praying about. That's the space where I'm in. And that's what I've been really looking for. And thank you for creating the 21 days of purpose and leadership. I could read the comments on and on and on and on. People who have just private messaged me and told me, this is making a lot of sense for me. And I know it is making a lot of sense. But more times when you get the comments, that's really when it becomes a reality for you. Like, my goodness. So this is really happening, you know. And I want to appreciate all of you that have taken the time to just say, this is good. This is amazing. This is adding value to me and I'm moving forward. The journey has been amazing. We're coming to the end of it. But even as we come to the end, I want to just reiterate something that I spoke about yesterday. And that is that there are certain things that you need to become aware of as far as the leadership and purpose and leadership big picture is concerned. And I'll just walk through this very quickly, because then we say your skills and your passions give you your identity. Your purpose, vision, and goals reveal to you your assignment. Okay? Your action onto those goals and thinking about the profitability and sustainability of the mission ensures that you have a sustained impact in the world out there. So this is the big picture, and you could go into yesterday's broadcast just to see more details about really what that means. Today I want to share with you about, and hey, by the way, just before I talk about today, yesterday I mentioned that you need to head on to kamoya.com and then click start your journey right there. You will have access to the 7-day challenge where I give you a video every day and just worksheets. Time for you to go in and answer the tough questions, the hard questions that will reveal the steps that you need to take, the gaps that are existing, and what it is that you exactly need to do in order for you to navigate from your identity to your assignment and to impact in the world, to fulfill the assignment, your life assignment and what God asked you to do. So kamoya.com and click start your journey. As we move on to today, I think for me, I feel that there are several commitments, if I may call them so, 5 commitments that if you do commit to them, you will achieve your purpose. There are 5 commitments to ensure that you achieve your purpose. And what are they? Very quickly, I'll flow through this. And the number 1 is respond to your dream. Respond to your dream. That's the first one. Respond to your dream. What do I mean by this? There's a dream. There's a call on the inside of you. And you believe that this is the contribution that you are created to make on the earth. And that contribution is your impact. And the dream keeps calling you. For some of you, you've taken the steps to get in that direction. For some of you, you know the dream is there, but you don't even know how you're going to make it happen. Maybe you're afraid about the cost that is going to be required involving the dream and achieving it. But what I want you to do, the key word here, is for you to respond. Respond to your dream. And that means say, yes, I'll go for it. I'll achieve it. I'll make it happen. Respond to your dream is the first step. If you do not respond to your dream, it will never become a reality. What is that dream that you have on the inside of you? What is that concern that you know you have certain ideas that you could bring into the world? What possibilities do you see? Respond to your dream. That's the first commitment. Respond to your dream. Your dream it's not just like a one thing that happens and then that's it. Your dream is a progressive agenda that becomes brighter and brighter with every step that we take. The strategies that we're going to take on will become brighter and brighter with every step that you take. Every day that you wake up, respond to your dream. Respond to your dream. Thank you so much for all the likes that I see there. All those thumbs up. I appreciate all of you. The first one is to do what? Is to respond to your dream. That's the first commitment. The second commitment, which is very important, Mr. Muraya, I see you there, is to bet. Bet on yourself. Bet on yourself. Bet on yourself. If you look at places where people are probably in a betting situation, there's a certain amount of confidence that is required for you to bet on a horse. If you think about horses in a race, and you say, I think that horse is going to win, because I think of certain abilities that I see the horse has. I see the rider. I hear he's an experienced rider. And I think that this horse is going to win. And so you put your money down to bet on that horse. Equally, the same analogy applies. When you look at yourself as one who is in the race of life, you need to look at yourself and bet on yourself and put money down on yourself. How does this mean practically? It means that you become attuned to your skills, attuned to your abilities, and bet on yourself and say, you know what? I'm going to develop these skills. I'm going to bet on myself. The decision to bet on myself has come my way several times. And I do remember one of the biggest points where I have bet on myself is when I joined the John Maxwell team. I could have taken that money and gone to buy a car. I would have paid cash for a nice car. But I took all that money and I put it in the John Maxwell Team University. That has given me an opportunity to grow, to expand, and open doors for me. What did I do? I bet on myself. I took all that money, all those 6 digits, and I bet on myself. I said, Benjamin, you're worth this. Benjamin, I see the skills you have, I see the abilities you have, and I know who you can be. If only I can bet on you. The first thing about business and people investing and going out there to start a business is when you meet investors, they ask you, how much money have you put down for this dream? They want to know how much skin you've put in the game. They want to know how much you have committed, how much price you have paid, how much belief that you have about the success of the project. But if you're thinking that you're going to go get people's money to run your idea, I think you're mistaken. People follow you when they see that you've already put money down on yourself. I was sharing with my wife yesterday and I told her, rarely will you find people running towards a stalled car and asking the guy, can we help you push this car? Rarely. But if you see a man stuck with his car or a lady and they step out and they hold the door and they are struggling all by themselves to push the car, they are betting on that thing, that something will happen. And they begin to move and they are struggling to push it. Somehow, all of a certain man was strolling, going about his business, begins to realize, wow, my goodness, this guy needs help. And they just come in. They don't even need to ask him. Come on, you see what's happening. Just put your hands to the thing and start pushing it. And start pushing it. And another man says, wow, those guys could do with some help. And they join in and they start pushing and pushing and pushing. And before long, the momentum is there and the thing is moving. And they kickstart it. And the vehicle moves. And he says, guys, thank you very much. Thank you. I can't stop. You know, if I stop, we'll push it again. I need to go. And they say, okay, bye-bye. And they walk away and go on to their business. Why? Because you see, when people have already bet on themselves, when the guy's like, I'll push it, with or without you, I'll push it. People come alongside you and they want to support the vision. I want to challenge you. Commit to betting on yourself. What commitments are you making to bet on yourself? It means buying a book, the simplest. Just take 2,000 shillings, $20, and put it down and say, give me a book. I'm going to read this book. Put down 10% of your income and say, every month I earn this amount of money, I'll take 10% and I'll put it aside. And I want to take that 10% and I'll pour it back into my brain so I become better in my field. For some of you probably who get big money, you're like, hey, I start putting down $300 to bet on myself. What will I do with that money? Attend conferences, hire a coach, find a mentor, bet on yourself, take assessments, know who you are, find ways that you will grow and develop. Bet on yourself, develop your skills and abilities. Once you bet on yourself, responding to your dream also becomes very easy. But what's the third thing? The third thing is to create time to grow. Create time to grow. I've shared this in this forum and broadcast before. We don't grow by an accident. Like, my goodness, I've just been here from January until now. We're coming to the end of February. I just can't imagine how I've grown. I've just been there. And I've grown. I want to applaud all of you that have joined me on this broadcast for the last 20 days. Because you created time. You carved time. I believe that all of you who are joining me, it's not that you didn't have something more important to do, but you chose. You created. You stopped other things. You carved out time to grow. And for you who's been joining me from day one, you've almost already created a 30-minute block where you take time to grow. Every day, take time to grow. So the 30 minutes that we've had here, after day 21, when we get to day 22, I'm not going to be here at 9 a.m. What will you do with that 30 minutes that you used to take here to grow? Find a book. That time, you've already carved that time. Please, don't put other things in that time. Continue to grow in that time. Georges, I see you. Edith, I see you. Thank you so much for your support. Kibungei, welcome. So create that time to grow. For me, I call it my growth hour, where I just spend time to read, to listen, to build my capacity, my skills and abilities. It's part of betting on yourself. When you carve out time to grow, it's part of betting on yourself. It's part of betting on yourself. So create the time to grow. Number 4, the fourth commitment, which is very important, is take a step every day. Take a step every day. But also take stock every day of what you are learning, of what you are, getting in the process of growth. Take a step every day and take stock every day. That's what you need to do on a daily basis. Take a step every day, take stock every day. Okay? That's what I want you to see right there. Now, as far as talking about creating time to grow and taking steps to grow every day, I have this kind of analogy here that based on where we are and where we want to go, we are taking a step every day to grow. Okay? Something like that. Take a step every day to grow. Now you realize that this is what I want us to do. Take a step every day to grow. This is safe. You will get to the top. Wherever that top is, you'll get to the top and continue growing. But many people want to jump from here. Okay? They want to jump from here, kapoof, and right at the top there. It's like jumping over a wall. This is dangerous. Take time to grow every day. Take a step every day. Take a step every day. Take a step every day. Audit your day. Take stock. Did I grow? Did I learn? Did I share? Did I develop myself? Did I spend 30 minutes learning? Let me tell you one of the things. If you use public means, I'll tell you what. The greatest time that I ever read books was when I was using public means. Matatu, if you're coming from the house into the city or commuting from one place to the other, and it's a route you use every day, what business do you have looking outside the window? The things they're building is the same thing. You see the trees growing every day. There's no new thing that's coming up there. So every day I had a book with me and I walked with a book. Everywhere I went, I walked with a book. Going to the bank, I have a book. Going to the hospital, I have a book. Going to this place, I have a book. Going in to meet someone, sometimes guys will tell you, you say, I'm at the reception, they keep you waiting for 15 minutes. That's growth time. Growth time, right there. People asking, where do I don't have time. That's growth time. And you find every place you go, people will keep you waiting somehow. In the bank, you go and sit there, you pull your number, you wait for 15 minutes. Have a book, read. That's 8 pages. Every day, take stock. Did I grow? There are days I would rather I carried a book and I didn't read it than to have that I had like an hour or 2 hours of my day wasted somewhere because I was waiting for someone and I didn't have a book to read. First of all, for me, and I think this is something I would encourage, unless you are a doctor, you are on call, switch off your WhatsApp notifications. That is the monster that has come to kill your time. Switch off notifications. If someone needs you, let them call you, let them text you. But don't be like, hey, I have 15 minutes wait in the bank somewhere. Let me go all over my WhatsApp. You finish all your messages. You even start reading the ones you read before. Watching those funny videos. Those things don't grow you. If you finished your growth time, and you've created another WhatsApp time, go into that WhatsApp time. But don't eat your time for growth doing WhatsApp and Facebook and all these kind of things. The idea is be aware, be alert, be in the space to grow. And every day, take stock. Every day, take stock. Every day, take stock. There's an app I use, it's called Productive. You can find a free version. I don't know whether it's available on Android. Productive. There's things for me every day that I must do. Every day I must take time to just build my spirit. Every day I must take time to pray. Every day I must take time to grow and read. Every day I must drink water. Every day I must listen to a podcast. Every day I need to exercise in one way or the other. I need to put that. Every day I must eat healthy. And every day at the end of the day, that thing keeps beeping. I go in there and I say, did I read? Done. Did I read? Done. Did I do a podcast? Done. Did I grow my business? Done. I take stock every day. I can't cheat on myself. Let me say I did it and I didn't do it. No. I'm like, I didn't do it. And I go there and I see 5 days in a row, Benjamin, you've not done this. You're not doing well. It's a commitment to achieve my purpose that every day I take a step in that direction. And every day I take stock of all the things that I'm doing. The final one, number five, which is very important, it could mean your success or failure, is to connect with like-minded. Connect with like-minded people. And for me, like-minded people here are people who, number one, are 4 paces or steps faster than me. Have you ever gone walking with someone or jogging? Have you ever gone jogging and you have this guy that you're jogging with and you go and meet them and you're like, okay, we're jogging together, and so you've just come into the race and then you realize there's a step you're moving at, okay? And you need to speak with this person. You need to be side by side with them. What do you need to do? You need to, sprint a little bit and then catch pace with them and keep moving at their pace, yeah? You can see they are not panting, but you are. But it's because you're not used to this pace. Find someone who is like-minded and they are pacing faster than you are. And keep up with that pace. And then after some time, find someone who is faster than this guy. And keep running, and keep pace with them. Keep pace with them. Because as you grow, as you allow yourself to be in spaces with people who are like-minded, but are moving faster than you, I say they cause me to be embarrassed to be less. I like that. If there's only one embarrassment I like, it's the embarrassment of being less. Have you walked into spaces where people do things and you look at what you do, you are like, oh my goodness. We don't even want to say we do this thing. We're embarrassed to be less. I remember Hillsongs just came and did a concert the other day, and one of my friends is into music. And I think he's watching this broadcast today. And he told me, I saw the things that were there. I was even embarrassed. I was embarrassed about the things that I claim to be doing. About the things that I feel proud of having achieved. And that's a space I enjoy being in. He was there. He was just feeding off of that excellence in the room. And that's where I want to be. I want to be with people that are faster than me, that are doing the things that I'm doing, and they're achieving at a high level. They're causing me to feel embarrassed to be less. But notice, the embarrassment to be less comes from a point where your potential is reflecting on you that, my friend, you're doing less than you can. You need to be embarrassed. And I want to be in those spaces where I'm embarrassed to be less, where people challenge me, where people push me, where mentors are walking with me, where coaches are asking me the hard questions. And I have to really think, what are the things that are holding me back? I think that if we're going to achieve at a high level, and this is a law in leadership, is that the rank or the level of your leadership obviously determines the kind of people that you will follow, the people that you will have around you. If you find you're a level 2 leader, level 2 leaders hang around level 2s and level 3s. Rarely will you find a level 7 and an 8 hanging around a level 2. It never happens. Level 3s and the level 4s group together. Level 5s and 6s group together. Level 7s and 8s, they group together. Level 10s are almost by themselves up there. Unless they are developing a level 8 or a level 9. That's how leadership works. We do not follow people by mistake. Like, I didn't know I was following this guy all along. No, we intentionally, by instinct, follow leaders who are stronger than us. So if you're a level 2, you'll find yourself following a level 3 and at best a level 4. A level 5 is way out of your range. And so as a leader, when you begin to identify what level you are, then find leaders who are 2-3 levels ahead of you and reach out to them. And do 2 things. Pay to play or seek to serve. I've found, and I mentor people. I've been in mentorship relationships now, I think, for the last 3-4 years. I find people who come into a mentorship relationship and they feel entitled that I should mentor them. It's like the fact that I raise myself and say I'm going to mentor people, it's like I owe you anything. No, I don't. But the mentor who comes into the mentorship process and says, I want to add value. I want to know how can I be in your space and add value. Mentees now, and I think it's probably the millennial conversation I see, most of them just want to come and take and take and take and take. No problem. I'm there to give. But I can pick attitudes of people who've just come they've just come for lunch. They just come to eat and then take off. That kind of attitude is not going to take you far. Because just like this principle in science, that if you have a glass that is full of water, okay, and you put your hand inside, what happens? Your hand displaces the water and creates the same amount of space as your hand. Think about this way. If you go into a coaching or a mentorship conversation, and assuming that the wisdom or the knowledge or the experience of the mentor is like a glass which is full, the kind of questions that you ask, the kind of engagement that you bring to help yourself move forward is like a hand. So the amount of weight your hand or size your hand is going into the cup displaces a certain amount of wisdom onto the floor, onto the meeting where you are. So I find that mentees who just want to come and sit and they don't want to participate, they don't want to know how to grow, receive very little. It's like taking a needle and putting it in the same glass which is full. Guess what's going to happen? Nothing. So when you go into this kind of relationships and into these spaces, go with great questions. Go with opportunities to dig deep and to mine deep from the mentor's experience, from the coach's expertise. Dig deep, ask deep questions, displace that wisdom with a big question. Because when you ask them, they also clarify their best thoughts and give you a response. But do it from a place where you seek to serve. And say, this is what I have. This is what I know. Hey, mentor, what can I do? And as you find yourself in these spaces where you want to connect with like-minded people, Don't go with the attitude to take. Rather go with the attitude to serve, to give. Because it is in giving that they say, this is different. I'm going to give them my best thoughts. I'm going to give them my best time. Some of the mentors that have really shaped me are because week on a week basis, when they had opportunities and I had time, I would call them and ask them, what are you doing this week? And they would say, I'm driving to a particular place that's probably 2 hours away from here. And I say, can I drive you there? Can I go with you? And they say, yeah, that's fine. And I would serve. I would be in a place where I would give of my time, of my knowledge, of my expertise, and I would drive them in these places. And as we drove, I would ask them the questions. How do you do this? How does this happen? They were already in a position where they're disposed to give me beyond what they give other people. To discuss a concept. Not just as I'm giving it to you here, but to discuss a concept and say, how do you go about this? How do you do this? That has allowed me to grow into who I am today. And so there are two ways. You can either seek to serve of your time, energy, gifts, abilities. Like, mentor, what can I do? What are you doing? Let me know where I can plug in. Seek to serve. The second one is either pay to play. Pay money. Like, hey, coach, I have some money. I need you to come for this session. And get money from your pocket. And buy the hour. And say, I want you to walk with me through this journey. How much does it cost? Pay to play. That's what happens when you go to school. They have it, but they won't give it to you unless you pay for it. You pay to play, to learn, to be mentored, to be grown, to be groomed in an area that you want to become good at. These are the 5 commitments to achieving your purpose. If every day you'll respond to your dream, you're making a step to get there. If every day you'll bet on yourself and put money down to invest on your skills and abilities, you will get there. If every day you will create time to grow and honor that time. Remember, we are not for shelf development, we are for self-development. So don't fill your shelf with books. Fill yourself with knowledge and information and apply it. The difference between shelf development and self-development is the application. You can read and shelf, read and shelf, read and shelf. And you have so many books, but you have no wisdom, you have no ability to apply the things that you've learned. Self-development, not shelf development. Create time to grow. The 4th commitment is take a step every day. Whatever that step, however that step is small, take a step every day. It's a call, it's a meeting, it's a book you write, it's 2 steps, whatever. Take a step every day and take stock every day. Taking stock will help you know whether you're taking the right steps. Number 5, connect with like-minded people. People who are 4 steps faster than you. People who are ahead of you in the game of leadership. Those are the 5 commitments that I wanted to share with you today to achieve your purpose. Commit and honor the process. Honor the process. And I bet I'll see you at the top. Thank you so much for the time that you've taken. Today's day 20. Tomorrow we are closing this deal. The curtains are drawing. I really want to continue to add value to you. And therefore, while you were not watching, I created the 7-day challenge. The 7-day challenge, what is this? This is 7 days, 7 minutes, 7 themes. And what are the themes? Let me draw this closer right here. Can you see that? Good. 7 days, 7 themes, 7 minutes every day. Skills, passion, your identity. Purpose, vision, goals, your assignment on the earth. Action and profitability, the impact that you are created to bring. The 7-day challenge is available right now on what? On kamoya.com. All you need to do is click start your journey. Go in there and take the course. I have decided to remove a price on it so that you can get it for free. Okay? But it's not for free. I'll expect you to go and put in some money based on the value that you felt. This is what this means for me. If you feel it means nothing, by all means, thank you so much for your time. Sorry I wasted it. And I wish you all the best in your dreams and in the things that you desire to pursue. But if you go through the 7 days and you watch the video and you respond to the worksheets, every day there's a worksheet full of questions, daily habits to apply the lesson of the day. If you go through that 7 days and you feel like, whoo, my goodness, Benjamin, this is amazing. I should pay for this. Put in whatever money you want. I'm going to put a pay bill, a till number there today. We're also going to have a PayPal, and you can pay via card or whatever. Put money down. I just want to see. This is an experiment for me. Will people pay for value? It's an experiment for me. I have courses for $79, $35, and $15, and we have more coming up. But this one, I put it there available and say, let guys grow. Let guys achieve their purpose. Let's take the first step. So head on to kamoya.com and click Start Your Journey. Start your journey. Start your journey. And start your journey. And for the next 7 days, I'd encourage you, do one video a day. Don't eat like, just one video a day. And for the next 7 days, think about these things and where you want to go. Thank you for your time. Go for more, because there is more for you. Thank you so much. I'll catch you tomorrow on day 21. Amazing things as we wrap this up together. Thank you again for your time, and go for more.